Hello and welcome to another lesson. In this lesson, we are going to look at how to access and manipulate DOM elements using ElementRef and Renderer2 classes provided by Angular. So normally when we create components, selectors are created for us. We can even change the selectors so that we can reference them or we can compose them in other uh, pages or other component. So let's create one. Let's create a component called pt navbar, and let's take a look at it. So when we check the pt navbar class, we realize that there is a selector there for us called pt navbar, and we can use this. We can just go into another HTML file and then just write a pt navbar element or tag, and whatever that is in that particular component will be displayed where it has been referenced or added. Yeah, so whatever is inside the HTML file here will display there. All right, so now let's go and do some stuff. Let's now show how to manipulate the element itself. So first of all, we will have to add it to our app module. But before then, let's import the classes that we'll be using, the ElementRef and the Renderer2. Remember that we have two of them. We have Renderer and we have Renderer2. The renderer has been deprecated, so use the Renderer2 instead. Please take notes. Renderer has been deprecated, so use Renderer2 to do your DOM manipulation. ElementRef Renderer2. Take note of that. All right. So let's go into our app module and and let's import the component. The pt navbar component, and then we will add it to our declarations so that we can use it in the home page. All right, so pt navbar component, let's add it to the declarations. Okay, that's it. So now we can reference it in the home page, and then it will display whatever is inside it. Okay, so when we take a look at it, all right, it seems we have some stuff. We've not saved it. Yeah, so let's save and then go back. So whatever is inside the pt navbar is what is being displayed. That's the hello world text. Okay, so let's change the ion navbar to use, so we use our pt navbar instead. That's what we are trying to do. We are trying to create our own navbar element. pt navbar, yes. All right, now how do we let the element that we compose inside it, like the ion title, how do we make it appear? How do we make it get displayed? Well, we have an element called ng content. This ng content element, what it does is whenever we compose something, it will pick it and just put it where it is. So whatever the ion title that has been composed will replace the ng content here. So that is it. You see, it's working already. The title has been placed inside the PT navbar. So now let's go and manipulate the PT navbar. Like for example, changing the color, doing some stuff like changing the display and other stuff. So let's first inject the ElementRef and the renderer2 into our constructor so we can have access to them and use. So what the ElementRef does is the ElementRef gives us direct access to the component or to the DOM element that we are composing. The renderer helps us to apply or to manipulate that particular element or whatever element that we want to manipulate. So take note, ElementRef gives us direct access to the component or the element, and the renderer is used to manipulate it. We can do direct manipulation just with the ElementRef, but it's not encouraged. It's discouraged strongly. It is not right to do direct manipulation using the ElementRef only. So we use the renderer to manipulate the element. Okay, so we are going to do some manipulations here. So first of all, we will we use the renderer to change the display of the ElementRef or the DOM element, and we will use the renderer to change the height of the element, and then we will use it to also change the background color. So let's take a look at it. This.renderer. Let's see. So we have several methods: add class, we have append child, we have create text, a couple of them. We have remove class, remove style, and then we have the set style, and that's what we are going to use. So I'm going to set the style of the element. And how do we get the element? So we use the ElementRef. The ElementRef has a property called native element, and the native element property is the reference to the DOM element, so or our DOM element. So this dot ElementRef dot native element is the direct element that we are composing. So let's pass it as our first argument. And then the second argument that the set style accepts is the style we want to apply. So what style do we want to apply? We want to change the display. We want to set it to flex. So we pass the display, and then the third argument will be the flex. All right, that's it. Now let's do the remaining two, the height and the background color. All right, let me copy the whole thing and just change the styles and their values. Okay, so change this one, the background color, and then we are going to set it to green. Yeah, green is okay. And then we will make the height 50 pixels. I think that's good enough. 50 pixels. All right, let's take a look at it. Okay, that's it. So we have everything working. Okay, so let's add a text center to the Ion title and see whether it will be displayed properly. Okay, so that's it. It did display properly. So we've been able to manipulate our component or our element using ElementRef and Renderer2. So that's how it's done. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you have any uh, questions, ask in the comment section below or in the comment. Um, I have a course on Ionic native plugins to help add native features. You can check it out. I also have a course on Angular. You can also check it out. So that's it. That is how to use the renderer to provide some manipulations to our DOM element. So you can check out the um, other methods or functions provided by the renderer, like create text, append child, and the others, and play around with it. And you can let me know what you think about them. All right.